So, took off honey supers last night. Tried something different this year that I don't usually do. So I took honey supers off this front row and I found whatever hives weren't doing well. They maybe had like 6 frames of bees or whatever. And I stacked the honey supers on top. And let the bees come out of them and go back to their hive, or hopefully there was some young ones that would stay. So here's me coming back to check, because I took the honey off last night after dark, so I simply left the bee escapes on. So we'll see if it worked out. Looks good to me. So, that has a few more bees in it. I'm not going to bother them right now. I'm actually going to come back and put some acid pads on them. Probably later today if it doesn't rain. So I'll dig down and find a queen at that point. See if there's a queen. That's one. Here's another one here, I believe. That's not bad. It's sort of increased them to about 8 frames of bees. I find the weak ones, like the ones that aren't that great, because I put it was a late nuke or something. So I'll put there's a fresh queen in there, right? So she'll probably lay pretty good. I find when they're not filled up with bees that the queen lays a lot more coming into the fall. These late ones, for one, it's a young queen, so they just lay more anyway. Yeah, this one's one too. That's the third one. Ooh, that's a box. So that one went from not that many frames of bees to a box of bees. So that's what I wanted. That one worked out. They're not happy, but it worked out, right? Need to trim the grass on that one. There's some here I haven't taken honey supers off yet. This one here, I basically put 3 chunks of junk together. One was it had a good queen in it. Put it together. I forget what exactly was here. There was a 5-frame nuke and something else that only had a couple frames. Like both of them only had a couple frames, right? So I had stacked supers on this. So there might have been 5 frames in here, right? Oops, got it stuck down on me here. Bee escape. That one gives me more confidence going in the winter now. Like I say, I'll just check the queens. I imagine they're fine, but we'll find out for sure. And when I'm done extracting, I'll be going through every hive, checking to make sure that they have pulled frames. And whatever's not pulled will get a pulled frame before I start feeding, which will be hopefully very shortly. I did this one too. This was mating nukes that I broke down here. So it didn't have a lot of bees in it, but we stacked supers on, and there we go. Looks good. The hives that I took the honey supers off were all good. So that's why I stole some bees this way. You know, worst thing that can happen is they die through winter anyway. It's just everyone's getting used to that. So anyway, that seems to have worked out. So got the honey supers up in the barn. Have a really sore back, so hopefully I'll get started today. I have a little bit more cleanup to do on my extractor and my wax melting uncapping tank. So anyway, clean up these. I'm just marking these boxes because all these other ones have their first acid pad on them, like as I took their honey supers off, I put on acid pads. So like this one, they have the acid pad on them already. Figured I might as well get started. There's no point putting it off. As long as I had the box open, I took the honey supers off, had my pail right there, and put acid pads on. No messing around. Anyway, talk to you.